Hi, this is Caffeineville, and welcome back to Banished. This pile here, one day it has to go. It's not nice of it being in the middle of my houses here. Just don't feel aesthetically pleasing. If there ever was anything called that in city planning or efficiency. Well, welcome back, and today, while I'm in tandem or in running together with this project up here, I wanted to keep or start my modernization of the housing. As I said earlier, and I actually bought some stone from a merchant, I will be upgrading some houses to stone houses. Why do you want to do that? Well, stone houses. What is the main property of stone? Well, it insulates better than this wood, or it is less what's it called? The chance of it taking fire is lower, I will assume. It's logical because wood will burn rather quickly compared to stone, which won't actually catch fire at all. And while albeit it being expensive, it sure as hell provides more benefits than the wood houses. And there's two ways you can build houses of stone. One is to place them down in the beginning, which isn't really, and I will warn you right now, starting out, oh, there's actually a limit on stone, that's stupid. Starting out with stone houses is very, 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 very ill-advised, because there is so much else you have to use stone on. Storage barns, marketplaces, let's see, schools and hospitals, everything basically to run your city. So what you end up doing is depriving your city of the social basic needs from the church, the hospital, the schools, because you would want to build nice houses. So you should start off by building wooden houses or houses which cost just 8 units of stone instead of 40. That's an increase from 8 to 40, which is substantial. I'm not going to talk percentage because that's really messing with my head right now. But yeah. So where would it be nice to have these houses? There's two ways of thinking. The first one, which everyone would think, is build the houses in the centrum here. Stone houses, because well-off people live in the cities, right? Well, yeah, but they then again have really easy access to firewood here. It's like next door, and it's in here as well. Let's see if we find, yeah, firewood. So these guys, although they will just keep spending firewood as they would normally, they won't have to go further to get firewood. Now, people living all the way up here, or exclude that guy, they won't see firewood. Firewood for them is just way down here. That's a long trek to get firewood. So my logic is to make this into stone houses, because they will then have to go less times, or they won't have to go as frequent to get firewood as they would normally in their wooden houses. Which is, I think, the strategy I'm going to follow myself. Which is kind of stupid, because it's not far, or what's it called? It's not that long ago I actually built these houses, and now I'm going to tear them down and build them up again. But I really want to make some of these into stone houses. But it's also important not to just go mad on this. Take small chunks at a time. I have a boarding house. As you can see, the families that I have evicted from their own houses for renovation are living here right now, so they won't die or freeze or starve or whatever. And these houses will be built up again, and they will come back, live in them as they would normally. And we also had a, not to say shortage in housing, but we could definitely use more houses. So I will, oh, yawning again. I will be placing down some stone housing here as well. I will also have to keep watch on this, because I can build 20 houses right now of stone before running out of stones. So keep that in mind. Keep your head cold like a stone, and all should be fine. I'm actually going to tear that one down. This chum over here. Trying to roll it around like that. So, these houses are soon to be demolished. These two have, and the people working on this will be hauling the resources needed for the building back again. The problem is though, the stone is down here, so they will have to get it from there. But there is logs and iron right here, so 2 or 3 birds killed with 1 stone. Which is a bad joke, I assume. But yeah, look at that. Loads of builders. It's going to go so quickly. No probs. No probs. There we go. Foundations laid, then they just have to smack them up with their little hammers. And the same story with these houses here. So we are seeing a increase of houses, and also my dream of getting more stone houses is being realized, which is nice. This is late game buildings, which you, as I said earlier, should not build early on, because the stone is more valuable put in the chapel production, or the hospitals, or the taverns, or everything else which can provide your people with stuff like tools. It's also a lot of stone spent in blacksmiths, so let's see, what does a blacksmith cost? 55 stone, and the tailor costs 48. And the mine costs 68, while the stone quarry then costs iron again, because you shouldn't spend stone on producing stone, right? So balancing and managing your resources efficiently is this is a city player game, strategy game, so to speak. And if you can't manage your resources, you won't get really far. So you have to bear that in mind. It's very logical, actually. I have spent half of my stone. It has been slowly recuperating because I have 2 quarries working at maximum production over here, as you may probably see. There's no real way of me to just check out how the heck this the firewood efficiency are. I'm just going to take the game's word for it. But if there was some graph out there, or some sort of, I don't know. Well, you can, if you eventually reach the point where you convert all of your houses into stone houses. You can check the graph, put it on firewood, and then just press like 100 years, and you can see if the graph are just increasing because you get more and more firewood because people are spending less firewood on keeping warm. Who the hell knows? That seems like the logical way of doing it right now, but there should be some numbers out there for you if you want to compare the firewood efficiency of a stone house in comparison to a normal wooden house. So yeah, that's that for you. But I will just keep this going. Maybe not too much happening right this episode. I would love to keep increasing the crop fields here. Maybe not that one. Just keep some sort of buildings going on in this area. That didn't work out, and that did. And let's see, can we smack down a fishing hook? Yes, we can. Just what I like. And also we should place a storage barn. No hamlet is without. There we go. So this is coming up as well. So we have another area for our people to work around. I really want to make some sort of central area as I have done down here, but there is no real reason for me to place down a lot of houses for my farmers working all the way up here to live down here, unless they introduce some sort of ferry system, because that would just be stupid right now. Although it would be nice to be centralized, then you should be lucky with your seed, because a lot of mountains or rivers or lakes rather will impede on your vision. And I don't feel I have a strong area for a 100% centralization right now. So it's kind of spread out like it is. Like it or leave it, it's up to you. But let's go back here to check out. We have 541 citizens. Not bad at all. We have 355 adults, meaning we have about I actually have the ideal amount of homes compared to the amount of adults, but I think I should be, or I'm actually building houses here, so there's no urgent need. But why can't I build this bridge? What's going on? There we go. What the heck is this? Yeah. But the housing is coming along, which is nice. These are wooden houses, so I will be splitting down a few more. And then sort of engulfing this in crop fields again. Just for that farming area community feel. And maybe place down a good old schoolhouse, because these guys are going to have to get educations as well. If you have a lot of uneducated farmers, you get a rowdy bunch of peasants, which isn't what you want in this game. So place it down, and as you can see, we are like 97. I think that's because someone is graduating all the time. You can't really reach the golden number of 100. So yeah, as you can see, 98, 97. It just fluctuates. 99, and we will reach the 100 limit soon. But I think if I had another school up here, it would go over 98. But it's a valid number compared to the amount of adults we have right now. So it would be strange if you reach like 130 students on 350 adults. I feel that's strange, but yeah, you see we are capped at 100. We have 5 teachers. Each teacher, or each schoolhouse rather, teaches 20 citizens. So we should increase this. But and also I feel I should be able to put people at work here. They will hopefully move in. 83 out of 83 are people living in these houses. There are farmers and builders. More houses is being built. That should just brutally increase the amount of babies being produced, because we all know the moment you move out and a female or male move into your house, there's going to be a baby. There's just going to be a baby. If you follow Banished logic, that is. These banished people. Sounds like a nationality. Banish. Banishians. From the land of Banish. So yeah. Oh. Yeah, okay, that was because one of the vendors must have died. Somebody asked me actually if what I felt about multiple markets. And right now, multiple markets is a bad idea because they will be fraternizing, or and word you may understand better is like cannibalizing, if you know what I mean. If I built a market here and another one up here, this one will be like taking all the clothing. Nobody living down here will be able to gain clothing. It's maybe closer to the tools production, so it will steal all the tools. People living down here won't get any tools. So if you're going to have a centralized area, you should only have one market for now, because there is no way for 2 markets to cooperate. There is no balance. They will just fill themselves up, and if this one is closer to my tool production than the other, it sees that as a, or it doesn't see it as anything. It's just taking tools faster to this place than the other market will. So building multiple markets, it may actually work out for you, but in some sort of freak way, or I don't know. You're just lucky because your stockpiles are placed in such a manner that the production and gathering just floats like in some sort of symbiote, I don't know. But I've had 2 cities with 2 markets that has run with 2 markets, and sooner or later one part of the town will just deteriorate because the other market doesn't get the or the other market will take all the resources the other market will need, if you know what I mean. It's like a bigger brother just stealing all your food. You won't be able to eat, you will starve to death. So keep that in mind if you want to build more markets. The game may be updated or optimized or anything like that to handle those sort of problems, or yawn yawn yawn. Those sort of mechanics slightly better. But for now, run with 1 market is my advice to you. It's no reason to get more than 1. But let's... Oh, this one is actually stuck on 8. I don't know why, but the other ones... Oh my god, it's sheep hell! There's so many sheep. Look at them. Ooh. This one is like in the post here. This one has escaped. This is just shitting outside their pen here. They're just dumping their excrements on the path. So they're just giving us shit. But you see these are now surpassing the amount or they did earlier, and the overflow will be slaughtered for their mutton. So we're actually producing food as well as wool, which is extremely nice. You can see these, except this one, but everyone else, they have reached their limit. So they are producing at peak capacity here, so there should be... Yeah, 262 wool means I think some other barn. Yeah, this one almost 500 wool. Maybe there's some wool down here. There's wool everywhere. It's all over the place. We actually lost a teacher. And whoa! Did I miss something? What the hell just happened? There's this stupid amount of people that just died. Early winter, winter, late winter. What the hell? We have 20 laborers now. This is messed up. But for some reason, a lot of people died as well. This is really strange. Oh well. I will not stare a gift horse in the mouth. If there's a lot of people here, I will just make them workspaces. They won't go idle long enough to know what hit them. So I will just make these farm areas plop up, and they will be living up here in the frontier. Making mother... or, I don't know, mother... the motherland proud. Yeah. So... we are... getting close to the end, I also believe. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think we are. Or as well, I don't know if there's much more to talk about. Ramble about. I feel like I've done good by myself, you know. Yeah, I know. We are around 550 citizens. We're kind of stuck at that point. I'm not sure if building more houses will fix it. Or of course it will. There are families here giving birth to newborns, or as I say that no one has, but they will, like this pair. And these have actually children, so it will take maybe a year before they do. Who knows? But they will make babies, that's for sure. So this place will be growing and sprawling as the other places in our village. So I think that's a good point for me then to say enough is enough for today. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please leave me a like if you like what you see. Please comment if there's something you want to comment on here, or anything I say, or anything you're disagreeing with, or whatever. Comment. I don't care, or I do, but this seems to be glitched or something. I know. And of course, do subscribe, please, if you like what you see and you want to support me and this channel here. Subscribe, and you will see more of this, more of everything else I do. And I will be seeing you the next time. Goodbye.